she just edged away in the stretch like a really nice horse. Of course, that was at Belmont under Big A, and that was going 6 furlongs. This is the cut back to 5. But she ran very well. She's in the pocket right there, just waiting for a chance. You see she has to alter course just a little bit, tip outside. There you see it. Good job by the guys upstairs. Just was getting a little bit of tight quarters just draws away, wins it by a couple of lengths. So very nice performance by the number 1. That is Candy Quest. Talking about nice performances. What about Lee Amazonia last time? Right here at Gulfstream Park, this horse loses it by a nose. Going to get some Lasix. We'll quickly show you this video. See what you think of this one. Why you should edit your ticket, especially at 8-1. Matty R scratched out of the race today. That was the speed. So Lee Amazonia is going to sit off the horse that scratched this afternoon. But I thought this horse ran very well. The number 7 horse. You're going to see this one tip out on the outside. Gets a nice setup. Going to get some speed to look at today, too. So you can see this horse just gobbling up ground. Gets beat a whisker on the wire. The personified in the outside just got the better of him right at the wire. Bing. So there you go. That is race number 5. Got some great horses in it. Almost 100,000 in the pick 5 pool. We'll be back for race number 6.
Stepping onto the track for race number 5. It's on turf at 5 furlongs. It starts the late pick 5. Scratch the 3, 4, and 10. It's a field of 7. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double pick 3, and late pick 5 opportunity. Late pick 5 with race 5 in 5 minutes at 2:28. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute to the late pick 5. We're sprinting on turf. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race number 5, the late pick 5 with a pool over 200,000. Odds-on favorite here is More Play Racing Stable. She's So Spicy. Jose D'Angelo training. Irad Ortiz Jr.'s riding. Next one up is Blossoming Erudite. Thankfully draws the outside and will complete the line. They're set for a start. 5 furlongs. And they're off. Good start from between horses for La Amazonia, who heads off for the early lead, but here's the quick start from She's So Spicy, reaching out to take over. Out in the center, Blossoming Erudite is into the top flight. Far outside goes Thankfully. Dropping over to the inside, Smile Poe is at the back of the field, just ahead of her Thankfully in Candy Quest. Half a mile away, She's So Spicy by a neck. On the outside, Blossoming Erudite is there second. 3 wide, Larice is now third. On the inside, that's Candy Quest improving to pass La Amazonia, who's racing in tight. 4 back to Thankfully and 2 more to Smile Poe. They reach the top of the stretch with She's So Spicy. Held together up front. On the far outside, it's Larice looking for room at the rail is Candy Quest. Splitting horses, La Amazonia. They're an eighth of a mile out. She's So Spicy. Roused by a red. He gets a kick, and this one looks over here. 4 to 5 the number. She's So Spicy. Too sharp for these. She'll win in her turf debut by 3 in the end. Second, La Amazonia up for third is Thankfully in front of Candy Quest in 54 and 4. Winner 5, She's So Spicy. Second, number 6, La Amazonia. Third, number 9, Thankfully. Fourth, number 1, Candy Quest. Fifth, number 8, Larice. It's 5, 6, 9, 1, 8, 54 and 4. Now we're turning to the winner's circle, the fifth race winner, number 5, She's So Spicy, by Mitoli out of Mischief Galore, by Into Mischief, bred by Corinne and Bill Heiling, brought in Kentucky, owned by More Play Racing, trained by Jose D'Angelo. The winning jockey is Irad Ortiz Jr. Race 6 is up next, a 1 mile trip over a fast main track. Scratch the 1, Slender Slipper. Edgar Perez rides the 5, Fashionable Kitty. It's a field of 6. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, pick 3, and late pick 4 possibility. Late pick 4 with race number 5. Or the race number 6. It's up next. Race 5 is now official. 56918. Exacta 1980, trifecta 2485, superfecta 11870, $11.87 for a dime. Daily double 2140, the pick 3 3680. Final time for the race 54 and 82 seconds. Pick 4 $74.30, the pick 5 $811.30.
Race 6 this afternoon, 1 mile, fast main track. These are claimants, fillies, and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. It had an early scratch of the number 1, Slender Slipper, and it kicks off our final pick 4 of Wednesday afternoon, and Brian put it together, and let's go through it together. He's got his long shot in this race. That's the number 4, Hidden Road, but he has lots of coverage. In race number 7, he's singling the 5, and as promised, I think a good one. Race number 8, that's 1 mile and 1/2 on the Tapeta. It's really a wide open event. He's got 5 in there, and rightly so. And then just 2 in the 9th race, which is on the turf, the 3 and the 6. The 6 being his top pick, the Texas Holiday, which we will have a replay and show you a stat of that horse. So I hope you make a decision as we get later on into the races. But let's go back here, and we'll start it off with the number 7 horses, where I went in here. Was currently up there 3-1. Boy, this is a wide open race, so you can see how Brian went deep in here. I did go with the 7 Zenith Swiss just because if you look back at this horse's record, the only time it tried a main track was here at Gulfstream. It was at a mile, finished second. It's just a wide open affair. So there you see in the Samantha's long shot, placed 1 of 2 in the main track. Just what I said, should appreciate the 1-turn mile distance up there at 3-1 right now. Also in this race, the horse that's currently the even money favorite is the horse I have in second, and that is Puckered. And Puckered, you look at its last race, a mile in the 16th. That's going around 2 turns. They're going to try the 1-turn mile for Harold Sims. And you see this horse was up on the pace, was actually second midway or on the turn. Backed up to finish third, and I think he's going to run second, and ran very well in there behind. Of course, that ran away from the race, really, and that was Gulfaxi. So this one, a logical horse in the race, ridden today by journeyman Wesley Henry. That is the number 2, Puckered. Maybe you look at the 6 horse in here, Lady O'Brien. Lady O'Brien from the Javier Negrete Bond. Just this one, ran okay last time out, albeit that's going a mile in the 16th on the Tapeta. Was mid-pack throughout, then faded to finish 4th. So maybe the turn back to a mile, the 1-turn mile, and the surface switch will help this horse this afternoon. Easy for me to say. And then we're going to go, talk about the 5, then we'll talk a little bit about Brian's long shot in here. And mine is the 5, Fashionable Kitty. This one from the Doug Slayer barn, and this one ran okay. Broke its maiden at 6.5 furlongs. You want to find an ideal spot for a maiden to make it 2 in a row. This is the spot. That's how wide open this race is. So we'll see how that horse runs. And Brian, similar situation with his long shot this afternoon. It's a place where you could take a little bit of a shot. Should improve second off the layup. Took the claim waiver in the return, meets several who didn't really inspire last time out. Once again, a wide open affair. You're getting Javier MCL Jaramillo in the saddle. Mike Lerman is the trainer. Maybe this one goes to the lead and doesn't look back. Such a wide open affair. Tough to take, 6-5 on Puckered. But this is the first half of the late pick 4. Good luck with your picks. We'll be back here for race number 7.
Stepping onto the track now for race number 6, 5 minutes from post time, 1 mile the journey. Scratch the 1, Slender Slipper. Jockey change on 5, Fashionable Kitty. Make it Edgar Perez. Half a dozen signed on. Win, play, show, exact the trifecta, superfecta, daily double pick 3, and late pick 4 opportunity. The late pick 4 with race 6 in 5 minutes. Approaching the starting gate. Final call for your wagers. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race number 6. Wesley Henry riding Puckered to the inside gate. Hidden Road getting ready now. Here's Lady O'Brien. On the outside, Xena Swift will complete the line. 1 mile the trip. They're at the post. And they're off. In the middle, Hidden Road gets the first call and goes looking for the lead with Xena Swift on the outside, racing up the challenge. Splitting horses, Fashionable Kitty won't be far away. Lady O'Brien is an early 4th. Followed at the rail by Puckered, and from between, it's Awesomely Wild. They run out of the chute, chasing Xena Swift. Jorge Ruiz and Xena Swift now off the lead by about 2. Fashionable Kitty in second. Ocasio guides Awesomely Wild to the far outside. She's in that second flight of runners. In fact, that second flight is the rest of the field as moving out the rail. Here's Wesley Henry and the pink colors on Puckered. 24 seconds for the opening quarter. The leader, Xena Swift, left alone are in the 2-length lead now. Puckered has moved all the way up from last to charge into second. Up to the inside, now third, Fashionable Kitty. Out in the center is Awesomely Wild. Then Lady O'Brien, and Hidden Road is last. They went the half in 47-2. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Xena Swift by 3 parts of a length. Puckered is there second, 1.5 lengths to Awesomely Wild third, and asked to quicken. Dropping back tamely was Fashionable Kitty. Lady O'Brien at a 1 pace as Puckered tries to get Xena Swift. Puckered is now taking a narrow lead. Xena Swift is alongside in second. These two 1/4 mile from home, but Puckered's going the better. It's Puckered in front. 3/4, 1:12-3. They're on their way home. Puckered now starts to get away. She's up into 4-length lead now. Xena Swift tries to hold on to second. Awesomely Wild tries to catch her, but nobody's going to catch Puckered. She was 4-5, and that 4-5 proves easy money. It's all Puckered, and reinsman Wesley Henry by 6 in the end. Xena Swift was second. Awesomely Wild ran third. Lady O'Brien finished 4th. Paging for Billy Badgett, please report to the scale house. Billy Badgett to the scale house, please. Number 2, Puckered was the winner. Second, number 7, Xena Swift. Finishing third, number 3, Awesomely Wild. Finishing 4th was number 6, Lady O'Brien. 2, 7, 3, 6. Number 2, Puckered was the winner. She's owned by Maxine Sims, and she's trained by Harold Sims. The winning jockey is Wesley Henry. By Constitution out of Lipstick City by City Zip. Bred by Dixiana Farms in Kentucky, it's Puckered, who delivers at odds on. The result of the sixth race is now official. Race 7 is next. 7 furlongs the journey. It's a field of 7. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, and pick 3 possibility. 7 horses go 7 furlongs to start the late pick 3. Exacta good for $11.80. Trifecta $7.10. Superfecta $27.70. That's $2.77 for a dime. The daily double worth $12.20. Pick 3 $23.70. 138.73, 100 seconds, the final running time.
We're going to sprint at 7 furlongs for race number 7. It's a maiden optional claimer, and these are filly 3-year-olds. No scratches, jockey changes to let you know about. Current even money favorite is the number 5, Anna's Promise. And Anna's Promise certainly looks like the one to beat here on the drop from maiden special weight to 50. You go back and look this horse consistently facing tougher competition. Who's been hotter than Dale Romans at this meet? Junior Alvarado in the saddle. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm going to show you a cautionary stat here you might want to look at from Dale Romans. We'll pop that up real. Route to sprint on the dirt over the past 5 years. He's only 12%, 37%, 153 is the return of investment. But this is just cautionary because Dale Romans' barn has been on fire. They've been winning races in a bunch. They won like four or five races in a row, 4 of 5 races in a row. So certainly the barn has been going good and currently up there at even money. Hey, but there's other places we can look in here. What about the number 2 horse, With Kindness? This is David Falk's horse, and this horse is going to turn back to 7 furlongs and get Lasix. Now you look at the horse's last race. It was up there attending the pace. You know, it was second at about the 8th pole and then sort of gave it up at the end. And maybe the horse flattened out and bled. We don't know. Maybe that's why the Lasix going on. But the turn back to 7/8 of a mile could be a really positive move for the number 2, Kindness. And you're getting a good price on everything because of all the even money situation with the number 5 horse in here. Another horse you might want to look at is the number 6, Young and Pretty, Victor Barboza Jr. Now, we haven't seen this horse in a while, but when we did, finished a distant 4th behind a horse that was just a monster that day, and that was Rojo Rita, who won that race by over 16 lengths, came back and ran the stake the other day, didn't fare as well in that race, but certainly that day no one was beating Rojo Rita, so this horse to be a distant 4th. Behind it, got to give it a look, stretching out to the 7 furlongs, a good barn. Victor Barboza like 4th or 5th in the standings here at the championship meet. And you're getting the services today in the 6th horse of Luis Saez. So we'll see how it is. Now the second choice in the race is the number 4, Empress Strikes Bat, Lauren Robson, excuse me, I was reading it backwards. Really nice work, 59-4, breezing from the gate. Best of 16 runners. That was on January 26th. Coming into the race, veered in at the start, really lost its rates at the beginning last time out. Wait for another day. That was from the rail. You're going to get a much improved post this afternoon. The board is trying to tell you this horse is going to run be improved this afternoon. So Lauren Robson has the number 4, John Velasquez, in the saddle today. And sure, that work on January 26th sort of jumps off the page at you. So race number 7, we got the big favorite in the number 5, and its promise. But underneath, for the tries, the supers, and the exactas, you can pick a lot of different horses, maybe to run behind the 5 or maybe beat the 5 in race number 7.
On the track now for race number 7, 5 minutes from post time. This is the starting leg of Elite Pick 3 offering. It's a field of 7, that's 7 furlongs. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, and Pick 3 wagering. Post time, 3:32. Nearing the starting point. Final call for your wagers. Race 7 at Gulfstream. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race number 7. The late pick 3 starts here. Odds on favorite at 4-5. Number 5, Anna's Promise. Dale Romans does the training. Junior Alvarado does the riding. 7 furlongs the journey here. 5-2, Empress Strikes Back. John Velasquez for Lauren Robeson. Second choice in the betting right now. 9-2. 2 With Kindness. Waiting for Young and Pretty and Zena's Word. Zena's Word and David Egan to take the outside. Field of 7 at 7 furlongs there in the gate. And they're off. Good starts for both favorites. Not a good start for Be a Queen. She ducked inward at the break. Moving up to take the advantage, it's Empress Strikes Back, and right with her is Anna's Promise. So the two favorites indeed get acquainted, and they've opened 4 on Zena's Word, who comes away in third. With Kindness is at the rail in front of Young and Pretty. No debut speed from Flogo, and after a bad start, Be a Queen is last of all. They make their way to the half-mile point. Empress Strikes Back has the lead by about a length and a half from Anna's Promise, who races in second. Down at the rail, With Kindness is now third. 2 back to the rail and Young and Pretty, passing Zena's Word. 4 more to Be a Queen, and well back to Flogo. 22-3 for the opening quarter. Around the far turn they go. Empress Strikes Back in front by a length and a quarter. Anna's Promise is second. 3 back to With Kindness. She races in third now. She starts to tighten in. 3 more to Young and Pretty, who's now fourth. Up to fifth, Be a Queen. That's all for Zena's Word. Never involve Flogo. They reach the top of the stretch. Here's a move from Vasquez on With Kindness, sweeping up 3 wide to take on the embattled duo. With the advantage, it's still Empress Strikes Back with inside position and the lead. Anna's Promise is second, and on the outside, it's With Kindness, who begins to flatten out. They come past the 8th pole. Empress Strikes Back, trying to turn back Anna's Promise, who's lifting up on the outside. Anna's Promise surging forward. At the rail, Empress Strikes Back is back to second. As the favorite will win it, Anna's Promise for trainer Dale Romans going away. Empress Strikes Back second. With Kindness third. Young and Pretty's fourth in 123-4. 5, Anna's Promise was the winner. 4, Empress Strikes Back second. 2, With Kindness third. 6, Young and Pretty fourth. 1, Be a Queen fifth. 5, 4, 2, 6, 1. 123 and 4, the final running time. Returning to the winner's circle, Anna's Promise by Promises Fulfilled out of Caroline Lois by Painter. Bred and owned by Barone Thoroughbreds, trained by Dale Romans. The winning rider is Junior Alvarado. Anna's Promise in 123 and 4. 8th race is up next. It's the Wednesday feature. It's on Tapeta Track. Distance a mile and a half here. 3 turns on the all-weather. Field of 7. Win, play, show. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Daily double wagering. Post time is 4:04. Anna's Promise. Exacta $24, trifecta $16.30, superfecta $69.50, $6.95 for a dime. The daily double $9, the pick 3 $10.90. 123 and 4 for Anna's Promise.
He possessed such natural athleticism.
It is Golden Pal winning the Juvenile Turf Sprint.
He's very, very agile and quick.
Golden Pal has repelled the challenges.
Each and every race, he just got better and better.
Golden Pal broke like a rocket. Golden Pal, wire to wire.
He's a very confident horse.
Golden Pal, the lead is out to 5 lengths in deep stretch.
He's just got a brilliant mind.
They're all behind Golden Pal.
I'm going to be breeding everything I have to him.
Got a long shot in Wednesday's 8th race. It's a really interesting race. 1 mile and 1/2 on the Tapeta. And, you know, if you look at all the logical contenders in here, they all like to come from off the pace. So I was looking for some speed, and I found it with the number 3, Legitimize. And this one trained by Tim Ham. If you look at this horse's races, always on the front. Now, got to prove a couple of things. One, can handle the Tapeta. One, it could stretch out to 1.5 miles. It's a gelded son of Justify. Very likely race 5-year-old. Louis Saez is the key. I think they're going to put this horse on the lead. He's one of the best at slowing him down on the front end. Maybe he steals it. I think it's 12-1 on the morning line. That is number 3, Legitimized, in Wednesday's 8th race. Race number 8 this afternoon, 1 mile and 1/2. It's an allowance optional claimer on the Tapeta, and these are 4-year-olds and upward, and we have a field of 7, and boy, you can count on one hand how many times, or maybe twice, that we ran 1 mile and 1/2 on the all-weather Tapeta's current 2-1 favorite is the number 2 horse, Native Shaman. Certainly one of the horses we'll be looking at. But I get a little bit of a long shot in here. And listen about what I'm thinking. That's the number 3, Legitimize. He looks to me like, if he wants to be, can be the speed in here. Now, he's got to do a couple of things he's never done in his life. 1 is run 1.5 miles. 2 is do it on the Tapeta, but he looks like he could be the speed in here. Then you get Louis Saez on the saddle today, so I'm thinking if you can go up, maybe slow this pace down, he could steal it, because if you look at the major contenders in here, a lot of them like to do, and most of them like to do their bidding from off the pace. I mean, it's 1.5 miles, so it's usually a structured race like that where horses, stay stacked up early and then make that final move at 1.5 miles. So we'll see how it plays out, taking a little bit of a shot, getting 9-1 on the board. Now, the horse that is the favorite at 2-1, and probably rightly so, is Native Shaman. This one from Rusty Arnold's barn. And you can see cruising down his past performances. Now, has never run on a synthetic track, but has proven it could run very well at 1.25 miles. And boy, if you're looking for maybe the class of the race, this might be it. 2-1 to me is a little low on that, and that is the number 2, Native Shaman. Irad Ortiz Jr. will be in the saddle, and he's a master at judging the pace, and that's what's going to happen this afternoon. Then you have the number 4, Meyer, and who's better than Marty Drexler? He's been on fire since he came down here from Canada, and you just look at this horse. This horse was beat a half length, albeit going 1.5 miles on the turf at Woodbine, so there should be no problem with the distance. He's run well on the all-weather Tapeta here, 3 starts with 2 second-place finishes. So this horse we know can get the distance without a doubt. He's running 1.75 miles and was beaten ahead. So, the distance is absolutely no problem. I'm a little surprised he's a cool 5-1 on the board. Then you got the 7 in here, and that's Futa Aventura. Let's take a look at this horse's last race, Mike Maker. This was going 1.25 miles at Turfway Park. And you're going to see him here. You can see him up there. They got him circled, and he's really got to carve out a trip from the inside. And, boy, does he run well in here. And you'll see him coming up along the inside. He just does a really good job here. And to be, he just gets beat a half length when he's third. So he had to do some real good running. And this is that 1.25 mile distance. And this is on the Turfway Park to Peter, so we know he can handle the distance. You're going to see him coming up along the inside, and he runs very well. Now, Verstappen was very tough that day. That's the horse in Woods. And see, now he tips out to the outside and just coming down the crown of the track as fast as he could. Verstappen 3-2 favorite up there, and this horse gives every good account of himself as it closes and almost gets it done. And this is a gelded son of Summerfront. Look at this, just gets beat at the wire. So a horse that you want to look at, 7-2 on the board. So that just such a good this would be a real jockey's race to see where guys are going to put themselves in here. You got Capture the Flag that has some speed with Hall of Famer John Velasquez, and that is for top connections with Todd Pletcher, like I mentioned. So great race, great way to kick off the late daily double. Current favorite at 2-1 is the number 2 Native Shaman. Good luck with all your picks.
Stepping onto the track for the 8th race, first half of the late daily double, the Wednesday feature over to Pita Track at 1.5 miles. A field of 7 win-play show, exacta trifecta, superfecta, daily double wagering, 5 minutes to post. A mile and a half on the Topeka track in the Wednesday feature race. It's up next at Gulfstream. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race number 8. Race favorite here. Well, it's a battle between 2, 6, and 7. Native Shaman is the lukewarm favorite at 5-2. Now Fuente Ventura battling for that favorite's role. Next one up is Juniper Cerro. Juniper Serra going forward under Dylan Davis. Capture the Flag and Fuente Ventura, the last two out of line. They're in the gate. And they're off. From the inside, Calicanthus comes out firing and goes looking for the lead, with Legitimize moving to take him on. Away in third, Native Shaman, he's in no hurry. Capture the Flag is on his outside. Then it's Meyer racing together with Fuerte Ventura. The early trailer is Juniper Serra. Around the first turn they go. Legitimize and Luis Saez up and around Calicanthus for a clear lead. Calicanthus is second. Capture the Flag now races in third. At the rail, Native Shaman is fourth. Fuerte Ventura is now racing in fifth position. He's about 4 lengths behind. Myers second last in the white cap, and the early trailer is Juniper Serra. To the stretch the first time, 25 seconds for the opening quarter. Legitimize by a length and a half. Calicanthus is along the rail. Capture the Flag is in the 2-path. A well-settled Native Shaman is fourth at the inside, bracketed in by Fuerte Ventura. Second last is Meyer. The trailer remains Juniper Serra as they have 1 lap to go. They make their way to the opening 3 quarters. The leader is Legitimized. They went to half in 50-3. Legitimize a length and a half over Capture the Flag in second. Calicanthus is third. Native Shaman has had a good trip. He's a patient fourth. On his outside goes Fuerte Ventura, then Meyer, and Juniper Serra is at the back. Around the first turn for the final time, and Legitimize leads by a length and a half. Capture the Flag is second. At the rail, Calicanthus is now third from Fuerte Ventura, who runs into fourth clearly. Native Shaman remains a patient fifth, 3 quarters in 17-2. Out of last place is Juniper Serra. The trailer now is Meyer. Down the backstretch they go, and up front it's still Legitimized with more pressure from Capture the Flag. He's racing second after 3 quarters in 17-2. Calicanthus moves between horses for Zayas in front of a wide-running Fuerte Ventura. Native Shaman hasn't been asked for his best yet. He's third last now, in front of Meyer, and Juniper Serra is at the back. To the far turn they go. They went the opening mile in 1:42-4, and they swing around the far turn. Capture the Flag is now taking the lead from Legitimize in second, 3 wide. Fuerte Ventura third. Let go for a run. Native Shaman shown open racetrack and guiding up into it 4 wide. From between horses it's Calicanthus, then back to Meyer as they reach the top of the stretch. They move by a mile and a quarter in 2:07-1, and they're on their way home. Capture the Flag has the lead by a length. To the attack outside Native Shaman. From between horses Fuerte Ventura, they're an eighth of a mile from home.